Hello friends, my name is Ricardo Sawir and welcome. Today we are going to learn about HTML. HTML is a hypertext markup language and it is mostly used for building websites and web apps. As you can see, I have a Visual Studio Code. It is a text editor. It is used by most people to create their websites. You can also use like TextEdit or any kind of text editor. Uh, well, even I haven't tried myself though. If you want to use Notepad, if you are on Windows, I am right now on Linux, and my preference is using Visual Studio Code. You can download here. Let me show you. Alright, we Google VS Code and you can download from their website directly. You can also use like Sublime Text, and you can also use Notepad++. The choice is yours. But for this video, I will concentrate more on learning HTML. I hope you can also understand this. Okay, why don't we just start? First, I'm going to create my project folder. Usually I have my own personal project, and let's call one HTML. I have built one myself, and why don't we create for me, I'm going to use the date of today's recording. It is 2020 November 20. Oh wow, by the way, it is a good date, isn't it? Okay, and shall we start by creating an index.html. Wait, I'm going to change the font size. I hope you can see this. It is an index.html. Oh, by the way, if you are using Visual Studio Code, I want to share you an extension I mostly use for HTML. It is called you can download HTML snippets here. It is good if you it is very helpful for me as I can do something like this. And as you can see, there you go, I built an HTML, and it can be used. So if I save this, and I'm going to open this in my, and if I click this, whoa, if I okay, why don't we use Google Chrome for this? It is working though you haven't seen anything. So if I type in between the body tag and I refresh again, yes, there you go, we just create a website for our website. And if this is your first time experience, I want to congratulate you. You are very good, and let's try another again. So I'm sure you want to ask what this tag is used for. Mainly, HTML is consists of this. So here there is usually doc type. This is mostly to declare that we are going to use HTML doc type for HTML5, and the other is head. The other again is body. Oh, sorry, I forgot. There is an HTML, and in between HTML tag there is head, there is a body, um, yeah, body, and there you go. It is a very minimalistic HTML syntax. So if I write this again, and there you go, same result, but with minimalist. Well, I can say this is a minimalist code that you need to kickstart your website. Okay. In HTML, in this video, actually want to discuss more about what kind of text you will use mostly in your web development career. So there is an H1 tag. H1 text. This is mostly useful if you are going to build your SEO. So this will result in something like this. You can play around. There is an H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6 until heading 6. H stands for heading if you want to know more. And there is called P tag stands for paragraph tag. And why don't we try to give a text? This is a paragraph text, and there's a typo, but I hope you understand. Then there is a span. This is also for the use of text. There is a text area appear in my code editor, but we will discuss that later. So this H1P span is mostly used in HTML, and there is also another tag that we mostly use as a web developer, and it is called div. Div is well, for me personally, I would say this is a division tag. But if you're coming from the design background, I also have a design background. Div acts like a layer, so it doesn't really have any impact to the looks of the website, though it is useful to give you some hierarchical for the markup text. So if I want to write something like this and this, it will appear bad in the web. So it should be stacked here. It should be up and down, but in the web it appears side by side, and it is not what we want to. And the div helps us. The div help us. I just use Command X and Command V, just cutting and paste, and we'll see that it will change something like this. Though this will also stack like this, and if you want to make other again, you can also add div again. the structure will look a lot like this. There you go. So in my own development career, I usually mostly use div and also the HTML basic tags like body, head. You also going to encounter like title tag. Title is used for in this index.html right now. And why don't we just create something like document? And there you go. You see that the title changed, but it doesn't really affect anything in the web page, in your web page later. You can try to play along with this, and I don't want to make this video too long, but I hope you gain something from this. You can, if you think about it, you can get enough, just enough with only this div tag. So there, we can nest a div inside a div. So if you, I will try to format this. And you see that it is kind of the body nest the content. It is what appears in our web page, right? To build your SEO, span, div, and a nested div, and you can also add more div like this, 1, 2, 3, and you will have a nice looking bullet list, something like that. Although a bullet list, you can use UL, stands for unordered list, and LI, as you can guess, is also a list. And I will try to use this LI 2, 3. There you go, you've got an unordered list. And there's also a tag called ordered list, and you will see it will be numbered, ordered, as the name guess. And I think that's all for today's video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to, if you want to support me also, you can also visit my Patreon page. And I hope you learned something today. Thank you. And you can play around with this. And I want to share with you, I will also usually use this to enrich my HTML knowledge. Here it appears like this, and you can see there is also a heading as we spoke before, H1 until H6, paragraphs, and there are more exciting things to learn. See you and goodbye. Subscribe, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.